It's a 1993 Harley Davidson Sportster. It's an 883. I don't know if it's been bored out or not. There's been a lot of work done to it. We got some Vincent Hines pipes, brand new. I was the one that put them on. We got a, I don't know, fairly decent looking paint job. It's candy apple copper. Fender up front is black. Caps here, they can be repainted. This way I got it. I actually bought this bike in pieces. I had to put it together. I got it at a decent price, so I'm giving it to you guys at a decent price too. I've got all these covers here that are missing. I believe this battery might need to be changed. It's been sitting all winter long. I got the other mirror too. In fact, I got a box of parts, different cables, brake lines and stuff to go with it. It's got brand new tires. See the nubbies there? They're actually on the treads that make contact with the road, front and back. Front and back. Let me see if I can get a shot of those nubbies there for you. Kind of hard to see, but there's one that you can see that's actually on the tread that makes contact with the road. I rode it around enough last year after I put it together to verify that it was a safe machine to drive. I had to do a lot of work to it. There's the clutch cable, or the choke mechanism here is broken in the keeper here. These things here are relatively cheap. It goes across and it pops into the carburetor behind this Screaming Eagle air cleaner that I got for it here. It's got a big oversized tank, wide glide front end. Well, it's not really, it's an aftermarket wide glide style. We have a Fat Boy rear wheel. We have a Dyna rear fender. It's got stock shocks on it, stock front tubes, 19-inch front tire, the Metzler. The rear tire, brand new, is a Dunlop, Harley Davidson Dunlop. You can see where it says Davidson there. It says Harley up there too. Let me see if this thing fires up. I got the battery charger here just in case. Like I say, it's been sitting all winter long. First thing we'll do is, I guess we'll turn the gas on. Turn the gas on, pull the choke out. Turn the key on. See, that light looks a little dim. I'm not too sure about this, but we'll check it out. Yeah, we need a little bit of juice on it. So we'll take the battery charger here. We'll hook it up. This is the first start. This is the first start. Let me put it on boost so I can get this thing to fire up. There we go. Now we got a nice bright light. Should start now. Oh, so give it a second. I don't know what's going on there. Oh, we got to give it a little bit more, it looks like. This is the first start of the year. This thing has been sitting all winter long. All winter. It's been sitting, I'm here in Racine, Wisconsin, right by the lake. It's actually a little town called Sturtevant, Wisconsin. I'm actually about 4 miles from the shore off of a highway called Highway 11 or Durand Avenue. Let's see if it'll go now. No. Hit this here a couple times because it does have a hit the throttle here a couple times because it does have an accelerator pump on it. See if we can get a little gas to go in there. Alright, did you hear that? First fire up in like 6 months. It's fighting me. It's fighting us. We'll get it going though. I got to show you all that it runs. And it runs really good. It runs really good. I'm trying to fire it up with a dead battery here. There we go. Make sure our choke is out. I do have baffles in it. The baffles are easily removed. It does get a little bit louder when the baffles come out. There's a VIN number right here. Is it stamped into the frame? And the tag. There's a body number right under, or a motor block number right underneath this cover. It matches. It's a matching motor. That motor belongs to this frame. Shut it down a little bit. Got us a nice little idle there. Take this off so you guys see that the alternator works. Alternator is working, charging system is working. It would not be running right now if it didn't. Got a nice little lope to it. Like I say, it's not a bad machine. This is a nice little bike here. Runs good, drives good. It actually rides. This bike right here actually drives better than my Triumph. My Triumph is faster, but this bike here actually handles better. This is a better handling machine than the Triumph. Once again, this is a 93. This is before they put all this sophisticated electronics on it. What I've done is I've overridden the cancellation. Not sure if it worked or not. It's got aftermarket lights on it here on the back, aftermarket lights, and I'm not sure if that's the reason why the cancellers weren't working. But what I've done is I've installed a blinker system switch on it, or a blinker system on it, that you have to hit the button again to turn it off. And I've also installed these little lights up here because you can't tell in the middle of the day whether these are blinking or not. Everybody's got that problem, you know. You're driving down the road and you got your freaking blinker on, and because the cancellator don't work no more, you know, you want to be that guy that's, you know, turning left with his right blinker going. You know, you don't want to be that guy. Well, I put these little indicators right here and put them right in the handlebars, so you can tell when. So you can tell in the middle of the day when your blinkers are on. You know, I've got a speedometer that goes with it and everything. The reason why I'm saying this is because there is a problem with this machine, and not a problem with the machine itself, is I don't have a title for it. I bought it at a estate sale. Well, actually, I didn't buy it from an estate sale. I got it from a mechanic that was starting to put it together from a guy that bought it from a guy that bought it from an estate sale. And before he got it transferred into his name, he got his safe ripped off. So he threw his arms up. He didn't want to deal with it. He just gave my buddy the machine for the work that he had done. All he basically did was make it a rolling chassis and slip the motor in. You know, he didn't do any of the wiring or anything like that. It needed all new wiring. It's got a brand new wiring harness on it. All the brakes work, brake lights work. They work here, the switches work, the brake lights come on with the foot controls. Got brand new forward controls on it. I put the mid controls on it for different foot positions. It's easy to just remove those, take those off if you don't like them. But I prefer to have them on there because after, 4 or 5 hours of riding, it's nice to have your options available for different feet positions. You can actually even get more and mount them in the extra rear. But also your rear passenger, these are close enough for them to reach them if you want someone to ride with you on the back of this machine. They've got foot pegs that are there, and they're easier for you to use without kicking yourself in the butt. But you can put these pegs on too, and you'll have yourself, a third option to put your feet. But I said earlier in the video that I'm in Racine County. You can give me a call at area code 262-456-6075. That's 262-456-6075. My name is Paul. To prove again once that this machine was fired up for the very first time, I'm going to shut it off real quick and show you how good this machine runs. If the battery don't fail me. Yep, battery's failing me. So it does need a new battery. But a new battery for this machine is, I believe they're like $50. $50 and you can have yourself a new battery for this. But here I'll show you that to prove that this machine, when I fired it up for you earlier on in this video, that it was the first time that it was fired up this year. I'm going to fire it up for you now after it's had its oil run to the top end of it. There it is. That was without pulling the choke out. I'll push the choke all the way back in. Choke is all the way back in. I'm going to turn it off again. Turn it off again. Wait a second for the battery to give its little lax back on. Turn the switch back on there. Hit it again. Choke all the way in. This is an excellent running machine. I think whoever buys this machine is going to have a steal of a deal. They can have themselves, and if for the money that I'm asking for this machine here, for pipes, gas tank, and triple trees, you're looking at right about what I'm asking for this thing. Well, I guess, include the tires. Tires, pipes, gas tank, and trees. It's got brand new brakes on it. Front and back. Look at how fat that is. Well, it's kind of hard to tell on the video, but it's got brand new brakes on it anyway. It's kind of hard to tell. You don't have to buy anything for this machine. The only thing you got to do is go down to the DMV, go through the red tape, and for less than half, probably closer to a quarter of what you would pay for a machine like this, you can own this for approximately a quarter of what it's worth. I'm not asking a lot for it. Give me a call. Area code 262-456-6075. I'm in Racine, Wisconsin. Racine, Wisconsin is between Milwaukee and Chicago. I'm in a little village of Racine. I'm about 4 miles off the lake. I'm about 6 miles from downtown Racine, located right off of a highway called Highway 11 or Durand Avenue. You can Google it. You can take a look at location of this machine. If you're from out of state, you can come all the way up from Tennessee, and it would still be worth your effort to buy this machine. If this video is on YouTube, it is still for sale. The moment money hits my hand, or the moment a check clears and I have cash, the video will be removed from YouTube. If this video is on YouTube, then it is still for sale. The moment this machine sells, it will no longer be for sale. You won't see it no more. So if you're wanting to save up a couple of pennies before you call or anything, you can call up, we can work out a deal, you can put a down payment on it. I'll send you a receipt with a a short contract, give you a certain amount of days to come up with the rest of it. You know, there's no hurry. I put it together for whoever to buy it. Well, I mean, there's limitations on everything. I'm not going to sit here and hold this machine for you. I'm not going to let you drive off with it either until I'm paid in full. It's not going to get loaded up on a trailer. And if you come with a check, expect to be waiting until I go to my bank and verify that there is cash in your account that check is written on, and the check will clear. I'm not going to play none of that bullshit where I'm going to send a driver and you cash the check and pay the driver. No, that ain't going to happen. You come here in person with a personal check. If that's the way it's going to be, I will accept a check. But before the machine gets loaded onto your trailer or you take off with it, I will be going to my bank, verifying that your funds are there, that it is your checking account, and that the check will clear. So there we have it. 93 Harley Davidson at your disposal. Give me a call. 262-456-6075. My name is Paul. Have a good day.